MC-1230, name Clarita Mercado, age 39, married, college level, with domestic helper experience in Dubai, Hong Kong, and Singapore. Okay, Miss Clarita, would you please introduce yourself?
Hi, ma'am, sir. I am Clarita Mercado, 39 years old. I am living in Transbil Home Subdivision, Banay-Banay, Lipa City. I was born on May 17, 1979. I am studying Bachelor of Science in Mass Communication, but I was not graduated. My hobbies are volleyball and reading books, and I love baking and tutoring kids. I have 5 kids, ages 19, 17, 15, 12, and 9. I am the third of the family. I have four brothers, and I am a Christian woman as a religion.
Okay. So you have worked in Singapore before?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you please say something about your experience working in Singapore under the employment of Clark Angela Kate?
I was working with Miss Clark Angela Kate. Started 2016 to 2018, but I was not finished my contract for the reason of they need to move to Vietnam, and the Vietnam government doesn't allow to bring a helper.
Okay, what are your main duties in Singapore?
My main duties are cleaning, cooking, washing clothes, marketing, but the most special one is to taking care of a newborn baby.
Okay. What about your experience in Hong Kong? Can you say something about your experience working under Carl Samuelson?
Yes, ma'am. I was working with Mr. Carl Samuelson. Started 2013 to mid of 2015. But I will not finish my contract in Hong Kong because we moved to Singapore with same employer, and we after a year of working Mr. Carl Samuelson in Singapore, they need to go back to their own country, which is Sweden. So I need to transfer to Miss Angela Kate Clark.
Okay. So why your employer from Hong Kong under Carl Samuelson didn't ask you if you could join them migrating to Sweden?
They already did, ma'am, but the thing is, the main reason is the government didn't allow to bring helper there because they are prioritizing their own people, the Swedish people.
Okay. So, do you have any you have mentioned that you have experience taking care of a newly born baby?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you say something about your experience?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. I was looking after baby, especially when the parents are in the work. I was the one who giving food or feeding the baby, giving them bath, play with them, putting them to bed if necessary.
Okay. If, let's say, both employers are not at home during the day, how are you going to spend the day alone with the kids?
I was looking after them with a good care, and I'm giving them food, cooking them nutritious food, play with them, be with them while watching educational movies or educational TV shows, reading books with them, and singing them some nursery rhymes as like playtime.
Okay. What activities do you do with a toddler?
We do some play dates, ma'am.
Like?
If there's someone organizing a play dates, then we do some playing time with the kids or with the babies, and it's like singing, dancing, uh, playing, and teach them to be friendly with other kids or babies.
Okay. If in case both of the parents are working, okay, and there's nobody at home, it's only you and the baby, or let's say it's only you and the kids, and then suddenly there's an emergency, what are you going to do?
Can I ask what kind of emergency, Mom?
Let's say there's fire going on, a commotion going on.
Okay, ma'am. I will put the baby or the kids or the children in a safe place, and I will call my employer and notify them that there's an emergency cases in the condo or in the house that that I need the help from them, or I will call the guards if my boss and if my employers are my employers are busy on their work.
Okay. How would you tell that a child is not feeling well? What are you going to do?
I will check if the eyes are droopy, and if the child is active before and she's getting lousy or not doing any activities, and I will check the temperature. Uh, if there's any ways that it's like the kids are sick, I will notify the parents or my employers that their child or their children are not feeling well, and I will ask any instruction or how to give them medicine, or ask them if I have right to bring them to the doctor.
Okay. What if the baby keeps on crying constantly? What are you going to do?
First, I will give them food, but if still continuing crying, I will check the diaper if it's full, and if still crying, I will check the temperature, and if I notice that the baby is not feeling well, I will call my employer to notify them that the baby is not well.
Okay. In case you pick something like jewelry or money while cleaning the house of your employer, what are you going to do?
I will give it to my employer, or if they are not in the home, I will put it on the safe place, and then when they come back to home from work, I will give it to them and tell them that I found it in their room or in the bathroom or on the clothes that I wash.
Okay. You have mentioned that you love baking.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you say something about your experience baking?
Yeah, I love to do banana cake as the kids love it, and it's nutritional cake. And I love to do muffin as well. I have some basic baking knowledge. I can do fondant cake, but it's not a professional baking knowledge actually. But I can do with instruction as well.
Okay. What about your cooking experience? What kind of dishes do you normally do?
I can do basic Chinese cuisine, but I can do it with recipe. I can follow recipe, and some Western recipe, Western cuisine, and Asian cuisine.
Can you set the table? Do you know how to set the table?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you willing to have your day off set by the employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In case one of the kids you are taking care of got sick and it is your day off, then there's no one to help your employer, what are you going to do?
I will ask my employer if they need my help, and I will choose to stay to help them to taking care of their children who got sick.
Why do you think that the employer should hire you? How suitable are you as a domestic helper?
I am a trustworthy, hardworking, uh, uh, obedient, and a God-fearing person. And as I am domestic helper, I have experience on this field of work.
Okay. Do you know any nursery rhyme?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you show us your nursery rhyme,
Yes,
please?
ma'am. It is they are the I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive,
Okay.
and
Okay.
I am a little teapot.
Okay, can you do that for us, please?
Yes, ma'am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let them go again. Why did you let it go? Because it bit my finger so. Which finger did it bite? This little finger on my right. Right.
Okay. What about I'm a little teapot?
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. This is my handle and this is my spout. When the water's boiling, hear me shout, toot! Tip me over and pour me out.
Okay, if you will be given the chance to be employed by one of the employers, what is your message to your future employer?
Good day, ma'am, sir. If you've given me a chance to be a part of your family, I will do my very best to do my work, and you will not have regret to hire me because I am a trustworthy, hardworking, obedient, and God-fearing person. Thank you.